Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back in Farm Together with our Recycle and Rebuild series. You may notice something is different if you really were paying attention. So we left off trying to figure out the spacing for these trees, and I ultimately decided to just leave the big space in the middle. What I might do is do like a little squiggly zigzag path to kind of connect to this one. I'm not 100% for sure yet. But that might be it, or we'll do some kind of fencing. I don't really know. But I think that's the best bet just because it won't be evenly distributed anywhere else. So that's what we're looking at. I don't hate it. It's not exactly the middle though, but it is the middle of the, like it's where the checkpoint is. One thing I could do is move these, but I don't want to move those. I just like... It's honestly up in the air, and I don't think I want to focus on it anymore. I think we're just going to like let it sit, and if we think of a solution, we'll come back to it. But I am liking the idea so far. If you guys have any suggestions, definitely leave it in the comments down below. But it might be about time to kind of redesign here. Okay, so we definitely need, I guess, to go over one on this side. So let's move these, move all of these ones here on the, well, I guess depending on which way you look at it, whether it's left or right, but we'll move them over this way just by one. Can I place them nicely here? Nope. Nope, it won't allow me. Why do you do that, tractor? Why? Why, oh why? Actually, that's not a bad like pattern that we can do too if we wanted to do like just a double path somewhere. We can't do it too close to that path though. And I will probably do a fence around the garden as well, or like a fence around the tree, the orchard. I'm not sure, but we will do something. I'm just not sure what yet. I really do want to work on centering this though, and we are well on our way. So if we move that, this is where we would need to, we need to delete these first. So we do this. I think I might just do the top and then we kind of figure it out from there. I don't want to do like all of this, although I probably should. I should just at least erase it, and that way we can see it a little better maybe. I don't know. At least erase half of it, because I want to be able to go back to it if I really need it to go back to it. I wonder if I could probably do fences in between each of those tree sets too, now that I'm thinking about it. So that's an idea. But anywho, let's get off of the tractor. If we're going to want to move, for now, let's just move these three over to here. I might take these too. I'm just gonna take those so I can finish off this over here. Now, we only needed to move over one, I think. I always like, but I'm pretty sure it was just one. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, nope. I'm gonna do this. That way we can move over the sprinklers. How many is that? Just one? Just move over these two sprinklers. I don't want to make that a huge thing. All right. And now we go and we get rid of these. So this is where I'm going to need to like actually harvest these berries coming up here. So, all right, let's move the path first to over here. I will leave the checkpoint there because that is the very center. Unfortunately, it doesn't line up very well. We are going to harvest these. Maybe the first, like just 2 sections, and I'll just do the same thing and move a little bit over. So we want to move, well, that we don't have plots yet. Hold on. We want to do this and this, and then we move the sprinkler. That didn't pick it up. Why did you not pick up that sprinkler? Okay, and sprinkler 1, sprinkler 2. So now we erase that one, that one. Gosh, we have quite a ways to go still. We're like halfway. And I'm only doing like the first half. I think that's the hardest part. So I can't, it's too early to tell if this is gonna work. We're just gonna have to keep going and hope it works. Can I do this now? Yes, haha. Okay, but I need to get off the tractor for that one. All right, so let's harvest. These ones don't have sprinklers, so that makes it a little bit easier. I guess I should have just erased those. Well, no, we don't want to go too crazy and erase everything. I mean, it costs the same though, whether or not we erase it or whatever the case may be. All right, so I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna erase them and see what happens. All right, so let's get off the tractor. Let's move this over one, right? Yes, that's right. Did I need to do something over here? I just need to like build a thing, this. And here. So that's 6. And then 3 and 6. All right, so lucky for us, why? Lucky for us, that worked out pretty perfectly. Let's get a little bit of path in here. Go. Just go ahead and place it in here, like that. So looking at just the top here, it ended up working out perfectly. We can still have the 5, right? 2, 4, 5 sections, and it centers up very nicely. So we just need to like kind of delete the rest of it or like shift the rest of it. I think we're gonna need to just delete this side. Well, let's delete this side so I can do a border of fence, or sorry, path, not fence. I mean, we might do fence at some point, but not right now. I feel like fence is definitely later on because I don't like to mess with it. And I want it to be a final placement whenever we're messing with fence. So, all right, there we go. That is our section. Let me get the stone path. So we're going up here, right? Yeah, that's right. This doesn't look like it lines up for some reason. Okay. And then we need to adjust as we need to here. We would need to get rid of, how are we going to do the fence? Or sorry, the path. Because these all have sprinklers. I'm going to just do this first section and we're going to see where it goes. We're going to just see. So we're going to plow all of this. We could move sprinklers if we needed to. All right, let me get rid of this and this one. And then we'll just kind of plow as we go. Erase that, put that there. I'm so excited for this to be also not finalized because it still has some work to be done. I don't know how far down I want it to go or what the case may be, but it's getting there and I'm pretty stoked. All right, so we'll place some there. We get rid of this one. That way we can move the paths over and everything should be good. So let's see. Actually, if let's get on the thing. And let's say we're going to move all of these, but let's not start. Well, we'll start up here. So let's start like maybe here. I don't know how smart this is, but this way we can actually use the tractor. We just got to be strategic about it. All right, I need to get off the tractor now. And how are we short paths? Did I like, I don't know, maybe I accidentally deleted some or something. All right, so let's, oh, nope. Let's erase that. Let's plow some land here so we can move some of these sprinklers. Luckily, we don't have to move a lot of the sprinklers. But it kind of makes it a little harder just because we can't place like 3 at a time with the tractor. We kind of have to just like go with it. Oh, that one skipped. All right, and then here, here, and last one. All right, so there we should have all that we need for this row. I'm going to get on the tractor, plow this one and erase this one, because I have to plow these ones before I erase these ones, because then they're gonna all delete because they're not plowed land, you know? It's fine though. Everything is working out. Let's delete that and then go back over here, plow that, and X that out. And then there we go. And can I not? Thank you. What was going on there? So we'll have our first 2 rows where we can actually start planting out, I think. I almost just want to move the sprinklers over to this row over here because I don't really like that it's like these weird placements. You know, it's like not even the middle 2 rows, it's just like 2 rows. But I also really don't want to move the sprinklers, so I don't know about that. All right, let's move these paths. And I think it'll be technically better to start back here like I did before. We got to start at like the 3rd one or whatever, so that it, you know, so it works out. Okay, and let's get off the tractor, please. Last one. I mean, we could have stayed on the tractor for that one, but oh well. So this is what we're looking like. Look at that. Beautiful. That's looking wonderful. We do need to make the decision about the sprinklers. I really, really, really want to move them. Should I? Because I really, really don't know when the next time is going to be that I will be able to buy sprinklers, since we're trying to buy so many things with ribbons. It's complicated. It's very, very complicated. So what I'm just gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna do the 2. I'm gonna move them. It's very like unnecessary, but also I think it'll be quite necessary. So let's collect them all up. Hopefully I'll be able to place multiple ones with the tractor. Oh gosh, what did I do? Why did I get into this? This was probably a mistake. It's fine, I'm sure. I'm sure everything is fine. Gotta go back. All right, perfect. Great. So now that the like 2 sprinkler rows will be kind of together on the one side, I'll have a better idea, and I could do like quicker quest stuff there. Not that it's like super necessary to have them together. I could just remember that the 2 like inland ones are the ones with sprinklers. Like I can see it, but I don't know. I guess it's just easier on my mind, organizational wise. All right, we're on the last bit here. Just hopefully I can place them all with the tractor. If I can't, that's gonna stink. But if I can't, I can't. And what's placing some? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. Okay, it's fine. One at a time. 50, what was it? That's 50 now, so it was like 54 sprinklers or something like that. Whew. Maybe I'll just go up this way. I feel like this will take longer this way, but anyway, I love my view of the treehouse. I just think it looks so good. I think I'm really, really liking it, especially surrounded by the chestnuts. I'm really glad I chose to do that instead of going in order. I mean, the flowering cherries would have looked really good next to them, but I don't know. Something about the chestnuts just look really good next to them. And then I'm really glad that the candy trees, like the pine candy trees, went with the cabin. I thought that looked pretty good on that side too. I'm pretty stoked. Now I do want to, I'll probably end up deleting my, what's it called? Castle. I will delete the castle. I just want to kind of finish up the things that are inside. Like I have things cooking and whatnot. So I might keep it around for a little while longer just near the village so that I can go in, make the muffins and the art and the piano music and all of that stuff that I do to make tickets. Because I do need the tickets. I rely heavily on these farmhands while I'm recording these videos. I mean, without them, like, somebody manages my griffins and my pink spurge over there, and then others manage the animals, which is just amazing for me. I really can't wait to get the fish in here because we have a lot of quests. Well, I think at least 2 quests that need fish to move on. So I think there's a tropical fish one, which is the basic fish. And then that means I won't be placing it for a long time. And then there's another one. So what I might do is, like, for quests specifically, I might have that little section there in the front by the village where the griffins are, just to place things that I don't have so that we can, you know, keep things moving essentially. All right, so there we have it. I did it. Perfect. Everything's looking amazing. What we want to do next is, I do not know. I think we're going to want to trash these. So let's delete these 3 at a time. And then we'll replow the land here as we see fit. Actually, is this even... Hold on. I need to figure something out. So 1 tractor thing, 2 tractor things, 3 tractor things, 4 tractor things. This might not be even. 5 tractor things. Okay, it is. I was just like being weird, I guess, and I placed it in a weird spot. So this will be kind of weird to plow, though. I should have maybe did it a different way. It's just so weird. I mean, we can go down this way and then come back up. So eventually, I don't know, I can't decide if I would rather have sprinklers in the crop field or if I'd rather have sprinklers in the flower section. I think I'll probably rather have them in the crop field, so I'll probably work towards that and the cinnamon trees within the next, couple episodes. Well, no, that's a lie. Not in the next couple episodes. Sooner rather than later. Let's move these next. All right, let's go back up here. And we'll start that might be too far. Start there. Yes, perfect. All looking good. Okay, and then let's place the last remaining tiles here. All right, looking fantastic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plow this section. And then we're going to go ahead and... I wonder if there's something I could plant right now that can be more longer term. I mean, I do the berries because I need the berries. I told you guys that whole spiel. There is an event now. That's why we have the flower bouquets. I guess I need to wait for that agave. I could just go ahead and plant some sunflowers. There's so many cool things that I want to plant. That's why I want to have, like, multiple crop fields, but... I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out. Alright, so we want to do this. And then we want to get rid of this. This is going to be a little complex. Alright. Plow this. Get rid of this. Okay. And then back over to here. Okay. This is our last row, though. I didn't expect to get this all done either, which is amazing. Let's get this taken care of, and then we'll take care of this, get rid of it, and I guess we'll start from over here again. This is probably the better deal anyway. Just do 2 on this side, plow that, get this, and then delete it. Amazing. And then we'll do the same thing here. Leveled up in blackberries. How many berries do I have? I still have quite a few berries. Perfect. I mean, it's not as many berries as I need, but quite a few berries. All right, so that's good. This should be kind of the easy part. I just need to move this, and then we need to plow the rest of the land. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be hard. I think it'll be the easy part just because this is the last one and I already did the outside over there. All right, let's keep going. Ta-da! It's coming along so well. Oh, I guess I gotta move this guy. Nope. Guess I gotta get off the tractor and move this guy. That's okay. So, I'm going to... I just need to... Honestly, I just need to do all of this, which is gonna be great. I'll just come back up and do the second row over there. Kind of want to replant this area. I just don't know with what. I mean, I could do some kind of berry if we have it available for planting right now. I will check here in just a second. Let's see. The last of the raspberries. Honestly, I like planting raspberries more than blackberries, but watch the blackberries be available. Nope, we got some raspberries. Nice. So I will plant these here. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to keep doing the wheat and the berries, or if I want to do like sunflowers or something. I don't know how active I'm going to be on the crops. I think I will be though for specific crops that I need to plant, so maybe I need to leave some space open for that. Maybe I do like berries in one and then or two. And then we find like something with wheat for another one. I don't know. I mean, I have resources to use for other wheat, but we can do corn. Let's just do a corn over here. So we have raspberries and corn, and that should be good enough to hold us over for now. And I'll leave the other ones open for, I really should leave the ones with the sprinklers open for events, sure, but for ones we need for the quests, which I should go through the quests just quickly, just because we need to really prioritize ribbons. I know we have 300 ribbons and I can go and sit there and blow through them all really quickly, but I don't want to. I want to have them for if and when we really, really need them. So quests. This one, fish, rabbit. Wait, what? Maybe they're just not ready yet. Lemon tree, we're working on that. Black tea, that's fish. Agave, we know that one. Maybe I'll pin that one. Whoop. And then American paint horse, we know that one. And then the orange tree, we know that one. So really, we don't have any crops except for the agave that we need to work on. I almost want to go ahead and place sprinklers in this middle one, but I can't decide. I feel like that's a no. Right. Oh, it looks like the lemon tree is ready for harvesting, though. Hurry, go, go, go. I don't know what I'm going to put on the sides either. I need to figure that out. But I think it's just going to be like fence or something, but maybe something cool in between. We have all those decorations. I never decorate because I'm like, we need production farm. We don't have time for decorating. All right, let's keep going here. We can definitely, I think we can definitely do it. 220 total. We're already at 200. We've got this. We have got this. This is the lemon tree one. So again, this is the orange tree one for a second. Nice. We did it. So now we have red currants and coconut trees to harvest from. I don't really need to harvest the rest of these, so I should really just stop and see if we can plant or harvest the coconut trees. No, they're not ready. So we're kind of at a standstill with the tree harvesting right now, but that's okay. Well, winter's coming by next, and then spring and summer, I think, will be the coconut and the orange. But the orange might be winter. Orange? I'm thinking the orange is winter. No, it's spring. I was thinking it was winter for some reason. All right. So anyway, that's that. I did it. Can't believe we completed that. Now the next question is like, do we do another set of this, or do we just bring it down more, or what do we want to do? I want more crop space considering like all of this and then this tiny little crop space, and there's like so many different crops. There's also a chance I might like square off a lot of these. We can just like completely redo this. I think this is just like a base for me right now for when we need to plant things. or we need resources, or we need things done for quests. What I can do is like one tractor full, so like 9 squares for one crop, and then just like do that in between each one. I think that might be cool to do, or even just do smaller rows or cut through here. I think it's all going to depend on fish at this point. I want to start fish very soon. I just am not sure what if I want to use a path. I mean, I guess I should use like a sand path, right? Maybe I could do that. I could not do path here too. I used to do that. I had to set up like that. It was kind of like an ocean at the edge, you know what I mean? And there was just like the fish right at the bottom. And then at the top, you kind of just walk through. So I guess I need to decide, not only decide like how many squares I want to make each fish, but also like where I want to put the fish. There are only 31 different types of fish. So, and then 3 of them have limits. I don't think I'm going to do this. I really don't. I don't think they're going to be that big. Because, like, okay, let's say I have 31, right? There's 10 here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No, there's 9. So if there's 30, okay, we're going to do quick math. So if there's 30 fish divided by 9 squares, that would be 3 of those rows. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk up. Oops. Well, it's going to be more than 3 of the rows. That's another problem. It's not going to be an even number, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, path. So it's going to bring us up that far if we do the same grid system for the fish, and it is just not going to work. So we could do much smaller. I almost want to just like experiment with tropical fish, like just put some tropical fish down and just move them around and see. So if these are 12, sorry, yeah, they're 12 by 12s. So the next one, well, we could do, let's see, obviously we do 3 by 3s. I think that's too small though. 3, 6, so maybe 6 by 6. If we did that, that might work. Let's just try that. I'm just going to place some here. I'm going to do, I just don't know if I want a path down there. I didn't do one here. I could still adjust it later. So let me get maybe just some tropical fish. This is not the first one we have to make planned, but I need it for a quest. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So that way we'd be able to fit 2 per, so that'd be definitely half the rows. So we're talking like a row and a half. 6 by 6. Honestly, we might be able to go bigger though. I really don't know. I don't know what to do, but I did just decide what I want to do in terms of the path. I'm going to move this. I'm going to just do a sand path, I think. Dang, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. So I kind of still need to decide that. I think that's something I'm going to sit on. Let me see what we have in terms of paths. We have sand. I mean, we have water paths, right? Where is it? Where is it? There's the lily pads, but I thought we had like another water one. Which one is it? We can do the sandstones. That might be fun to do. I might want to test out some of these. Oh, this one, the wooden causeway. I don't know. I wonder how this would merge with this. Is it merge? It does merge. So do I want to do that? I don't know. Like, it kind of seems cool. But also, like, I don't know. Because we could do this one too. Where'd it go? Alright, we can do this one. I'm just like experimenting here. I feel like this is just scary. Like it's so narrow. But I feel like that might be the move, just because we can make it look like it's all like together. One thing I used to do in between fish was put this, if I can find it. Where is it? 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 What the heck? It's the like reeds. Where's the reeds? There they are. They're expensive, but they look cool. So I do want to just test it out here and see what it looks like. So if we did this, I mean, it looks good and it separates it. Let me see what sand looks like here. I mean, we can just do regular sand. I mean, it looks pretty generic, right? What about Zen stones or what else do we have? I want to see what they look like connected together. So we can do Zen stones. Those might be fun. Is that the only sand? I thought there was a log one, right? There's this one. Sorry, I'm gonna have to like look at all of these. I don't know. I might rather do the sand logs or the... I mean, the lily pads would go really well with these reeds. And it's like, but if we're doing like ponds, right? This is kind of going to give the illusion of ponds. We might just want to do the reeds and not do a water walkway around them. You know? Okay, so now that I've experimented, we have all of these options. I really do think I'm going to end up going with sand. I really like the look of these, but if I want to use the reeds, I think the best move will be to use the sand, just because this would break up water. Like it breaks it up. It still doesn't run through it. You know what I mean? And I really, really want to use the reeds. I think they look so good. I also don't know about like walking on water, you know. I just rather just have the ponds, you know. So we'll probably go with either sand or this log one. Which one's cheap? Well, obviously sand's cheaper. The log one's 20. The sand's actually 10K. Wow, that's a lot. What was the other one? This one, Zen's 18. I don't know. I don't know which one I'd rather do. Either one, it's going to be pretty costly. So now that we've got that sorted, let's go back up here and let's just kind of hang out for a minute. I'm going to just go ahead and end this episode here. We had a good run. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.